Okay guys, Coach Ari here at Strong. We got a third workout for you. Today we decided to make it a little bit more individual and do an advanced version and a more novice version of the workout. Here is the advanced one. We got models Callum and Montana here to perform the exercises and demo them for you. Guys, our first warm-up movement is going to be a single leg RDL. We're going to get these beautiful models to demonstrate it for us right here. So, idea here is we want to be standing on one leg, keeping our hips square, our chest square, nothing's rotating, pushing our hips back, keeping a flat back, and then pushing through our leg to stand back up to the top. So we're going to do about 10 to 12 reps on each leg here before we move on to our next warm-up exercise. So, you guys can move on to the next warm-up, which is going to be a door frame trunk rotation. So these guys aren't doing it in the door frame here, they're doing it on squat racks, but you'll have access to a door frame at home for sure. The idea here is you're gonna set your feet about shoulder width, put your arms together, and then try to rotate your trunk into the door frame as much as you can. So you're trying to do a twisting motion from your trunk and create a little bit of static tension into the door frame. Going to go about 20 to 30 seconds here on each side before we move into our last warm-up exercise, which is going to be a static bear to pike. So we're getting into this bear crawl position at the bottom with your hips right on top of your knees and your shoulders right on top of your arms, and then you're going to press yourself back into a pike position with your hips up high in the air, getting a little bit of stretch on the back side of your legs, and trying to push your head through your shoulders, get a little bit of a shoulder stretch at the top there as well. Once you've done 10 to 12 reps, you can go back into your first warm-up exercise, which is the single leg RDL. We're going to perform each exercise 2 to 3 times before we move on to our strength circuit. Okay guys, Callum, you ready to demonstrate push-up 21s? So guys, this is, give me one sec. 21s are going to be a good way to make sure that you can really exhaust your muscles at home without using a lot of extra resistance. Basically, we're going to try and shift through the different ranges of motion and try and make it as hard as possible so that you're exhausted by the end of the set. So, Callum is going to perform the first 7 reps of the push-up as just the bottom half. So we're going to go from the floor to about 90 degrees. Once he's finished his 7 reps there, he's going to go into a full range of motion. Good, and once he's finished his 7 reps there, he's going to do just the top half of the movement to try and get a little bit more output and try and tire himself out as much as he can. If you're finding these 21 sets of push-ups easy, you can add any type of weight to your back. We'd suggest loading up a backpack pretty heavy because it'll feel pretty stable. Great. Montana, you want to show us some 21s for split squats? 21s for split squats. Montana's here to show us. So first she's just going to do the bottom half of the range of motion. Good, adjusting her stance to make sure it's comfortable. Then we're going to do a full range of motion. Good, and once she's done her 7 there, we're going to do just the top half. Good, and same idea, if you want to weigh these down, make them a little bit more challenging. A heavy backpack could do it. You could even use 2 backpacks, one hanging off your back and one hanging off your chest. Great. So we're going to cycle through 4 to 5 sets of those 21s. By the end, you should be tired, and then we're going to get into our sweat session of the day. So we have 3 exercises for our little circuit here, and we're going to use an every minute on the minute timer, which means you're going to set up a clock like this, or any clock really, where you can see where the new minute is going to begin. Idea here is we're doing the exercise for 40 seconds and then resting 20 seconds until the new minute begins. So first exercise here is going to be a side plank plus leg abduction. Great. So once we're finished our 40 seconds there, we can rest 20 and then change sides. Won't make you guys do the second side right now. Next exercise is going to be an inchworm plank. So again, at the beginning of the minute, you're going to start inching yourself out into this plank. This is going to be a little different because your arms are going to be as far out in front of you as you can control comfortably. And this is actually going to involve a lot of the muscles in your back. Here, you're going to, again, hold until the end of 40 seconds. Once you get to 40 seconds, you can rest. Guys, we'll pretend you're at 40 seconds. Perfect. Our last exercise in the circuit is going to be a towel hamstring curl. So the towel will work very well if you have hardwood floors or tile at home. If you have carpet or a rug, you can use cardboard or paper plates or anything like that. We've tried all of these out and they actually work really, really well. So idea for the hamstring curl here is Montana is extending her hips up into the air just like a glute bridge, and then she is trying to pull her heels towards her butt along the carpet. Great. As soon as she hits 40 seconds, she can rest 20 and then start again at the new minute with her side plank plus leg abduction. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Let us know if you have any questions about that workout, and we'll be posting the more novice version very soon.